What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Front Yard Fantasy Podcast live stream dubstep ding-along dance-off. It is Friday, and I have no idea what I just said.
You said ding-along dance-off. That's what I heard.
Ding-along dance-off.
It's my favorite kind of dance-off.
What other kind of dance-offs are there?
Tim, you ready for the ding-along dance-off?
Oh, I'm always ready. I was born ready.
I think it was your headband that inspired me to say that. Nothing screams ding-along dance-off like a purple headband and a 80s football coach haircut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was about to grow out the mustache, but Halloween's around the corner. I'm still trying to figure out my costume, so I can't.
You got to keep your options open.
Got to keep them open.
Yeah, that's why I've left all this weight. I've left all this weight on in case I wanted to be any fat character for Halloween. I would still have that option available. So
have we mentioned that Tim looks more and more like Gardner Minshew every week?
Honestly, I thought that. I haven't said it, but I thought that for a split second. I should have said something.
Tim, you need to start drinking like Bud Light seltzer on the air. Wasn't he the one who was like sponsored by Bud Light?
As this.
Bring the mustache back.
As always, though, we've got Josh and JL with us, and it is another fun Friday, which means Eric and Tim are joining us as well today. Bringing the fun, bringing the fire, bringing the spice, bringing the Flacco love.
Probably too much Flacco love.
Too much Flacco. Two Flacco in one podcast? Like, whoa.
Yeah, Eric
honestly,
Eric was bragging about his Delaware Flacco jersey, and there's the Baltimore Flacco jersey on the wall. Do you have a Jets Flacco jersey or a Broncos Flacco jersey?
For all you know, there's a Broncos jersey, there's a Jets jersey on the other side of the room.
Flacco through the ages. Just got
like
some
Hall
of Flacco.
Hall
of Flacco Hall.
So I don't know what the teams are today. JL has thrown them together, but we're doing a 2v2 game of horse today. I believe it's our first ever game of 2v2 horse, if I am not mistaken. And I'm guessing JL just rearranged the pictures the way the teams are going to be. So Josh and Eric are looking like they're going to be a team, and me and Tim. Am I reading that right, JL?
You are 100% wrong.
100%. Front Yard Fantasy Friday from Jay Fust.
You are 100% right.
100% right. So we got Team Flacco on one side and Team Minshew on the other.
Mm-hmm.
And Team Sexy on the other. That's what we're saying.
Did you say Team Sexy or Tim Sexy?
Tim Sexy.
I'll let you figure that one out.
Or Team Flacco and Tim Sexy.
Tim Flacco.
Looks like Tim Minshew, I thought. Let's get at it.
Tim Sexy Minshew.
Yeah,
long lost cousin. You did used to live in Florida.
I did. My parents live like 2 hours south of Jacksonville right now. I think his wiener might be just about that long.
Would you draft yourself first, fantasy? Would you?
I shouldn't have.
You set him up.
Yeah, who let Tim speak freely on this show?
I was about to say I shouldn't have led with ding-a-ling dance-off. That's what got us here. If you guys are ready to. If you guys are ready to dive into the game, we can hand the reins off to JL before we talk any more about any other quarterbacks' wieners. That's not the content people are tuning in for.
No, we're good. You
don't want to isolate demographics. You got to keep your options open.
Real fast. Tom Brady.
How did you guys feel about the amazing game last night? Good, I guess.
no one has anything to say.
It was a great game. 5 wins.
Yeah, guys, it was a good game. When it comes down to it, it was competitive. You thought the Giants were going to win for a little while there, and then the Eagles came back last minute. It was a good game. The teams aren't too exciting, but one one could easily get in the playoffs.
I was going to say that's the craziest part about that game. That's the craziest part about that game is there's a good chance that one of those two teams is in the playoffs.
Maybe the meme of the week was it was a win likelihood, and it was Daniel Jones running up. The Giants had it, and then when he fell, right in a dip to the field. If you haven't, I'll try to find it on Twitter and post.
Yeah, you'll have to send that.
That was great.
Does everyone have a Friday beer?
Can we talk about this for a second? Daniel Jones running, he's a pretty fast guy, but do you think he just realized wow, I might not get this chance again, and I'm just going to run as hard as I've ever run?
Listen, guys, I can speak to what happened to Daniel Jones yesterday because it's happened to me personally. I swear to God, I was playing rugby in high school and I had a breakaway run and my feet just started going too fast and I fell over.
So,
And
yeah, it's when your top half outruns your bottom half somehow because you're going so fast. I've had that happen too.
yeah, just like I had them all beat and it was.
I feel like the only time you see that happen regularly is with like infants whose like heads are too big for their body.
I saw Taysom Hill do it like 2 weeks ago.
He did learn from Eli for a year, right? I mean, so that kind of makes sense.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah, giant infants.
Speaking of good quarterback runners, Joe Flacco, his running and his sliding ability, he was.
I mean,
What was the graphic I saw last week? It was like Justin Herbert versus Drew Brees. They had the graphic up, and it was just silly because like Drew Brees is like touchdown totals and yardage totals are like some of the highest of all time, and Herbert's played like 5 games or less. But Herbert's rushing yardage and rushing touchdowns is like already on par. Like he's already there. Just these older quarterbacks.
Lamar probably broke Drew Brees' rushing record in his first career rush like 2 years ago, right? Like he probably ran once and that was it.
Yeah, probably ended it.
Wasn't it like last year when Tom Brady got his 1,000th rushing yard in his career? He like tried to keep the football too. Oh man, those kind of things are why the game is special. I love it.
This is why
we might be stealing JL's questions. I have a feeling he was going to ask about Tom Brady's 1,000th rushing yard.
He's
Oh, wow.
darn it.
You ready to throw us into this game, JL? Tim Sexy is ready to take down Team
Tim
Flacco.
Sexy. All right. So who wants to go first?
We'll do it.
Yeah, let's take it.
All right, Josh, Eric, you guys are going first.
What?
I knew it was going to happen like that. I knew it. I mean, it was done.
All right. So the first question is right on subject with what we were just talking about.
Gardner Minshew's.
How far did Daniel Jones run before tripping and falling down in last night's game?
I think I know this.
This
Do we need,
question
like, an-
comes to you from Maria, my girlfriend. She has helped me with questions, so she said I'm legally obligated to mention every question that she's come up with.
Does it have to be exact?
That's
Yes.
my question. Oh, my.
I'm like pretty confident I know this, but I'd rather defer to them.
Oh, man. I'm going to let you have it because I have no idea how long it was. It was long, and then he fell.
It's just gonna kill me because I could be like 1 yard off, but I'm gonna go for it.
If you want to go for it, let's do it.
All right.
All right.
80 yards.
Daniel Jones ran for exactly 80 yards.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. I did not know that number.
I had no idea.
I thought it might have been 81, but I specifically looked up his stats today, and I saw that one.
Awesome. That's awesome. Good job, man. Good job. I would not have
That
gotten
was
that.
a long run. I'm not sure I can run 80 yards.
In total, like what, just in general?
Yeah, I might have to take. Can we call a timeout halfway through and give me a rest at the 40-yard line?
I mean, if it makes you feel better, he barely got to 80. So
Yeah,
That's true.
oh man. All right,
Oh,
so
Good
that
job, Eric.
gives
Thank you.
Team Flacco, I guess, is your name. That gives you guys an advantage here. Tim Sexy, you got an H.
It's actually Tim. Can you refer to us as Tim Flacco from now on, please?
Tim Flacco and
Tim
Tim
Flacco.
Sexy. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
I
You
feel
guys
attacked.
taking synchronized drinks whenever
Beer
you
squad over there.
Yeah, it's gonna be Tim It's gonna be Tim Wasted over there.
Yeah.
It's part of our strategy. We got to get in the zone. These
I
first
gotta
couple
get
holes are
Good
gonna be rough, but after we hit that zone, we're gonna be on the money. You guys will be begging for the game to be over.
Definitely.
All right.
All right. Give them their.
Tim Sexy, you ready for your question?
Yes.
All right. Who has more completions in 2020? Lamar Jackson or Kirk Cousins?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. I like it. It's a good question.
I don't know if this is a trick, and if it is a trick, I don't really know which way he's trying to trick us. 'Cause I could see him Like,
Yeah, that's a
like originally I thought the trick is, of course he's going to want us to pick Lamar Jackson because he was the best quarterback in the NFL last season. I thought, wait, of course he's going to want us to pick Kirk Cousins because Lamar Jackson hasn't been throwing well this year. And now I don't know which side he wants me to pick, but I'm leaning. I don't know about you. I feel like it has to be Kirk Cousins, right?
I don't know. I just think Kirk Cousins a bozo who throws interceptions left and right. Do completions to the other team count? In that case, I pick him. Bolsters.
Fair point. I guess my thought process is he's currently supporting 2 top 12 wide receivers
Okay.
in Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen.
I like the logic. I just think he's a bozo. I want that on the record.
Yeah, it
But I
could just,
agree.
you want to take it or
Let's take it. Let's take it.
Okay.
Go with
Yeah.
Kirk.
we're saying the bozo himself, Kirk Cousins.
Mhm.
Okay, so the Bozo has 113 completions. Lamar Jackson has 102.
Woo!
The Bozo has
I've been
more.
100.
Cheers.
So you guys got that one right.
Not a sponsor.
Evens it up
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah, I
Nothing
definitely
tastes as
would've
good
gone
with
with Kirk
victory
Cousins
as a
there.
nice cold Pacifico.
And if not that, this.
I'll
Up
just
your
say
beer
that
op.
you guys had a 50% chance of getting that right. We had like a 1 in 1,000 chance of the last question. So
Don't
who's
worry,
really
don't worry.
winning?
It'll
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that
You
math
had a-
checks out.
you had a
Yeah, that math
100.
checked out for sure.
I won't even double check it. That's just,
No,
that,
it
that
makes
sounds right.
1,000-yard football field, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be wild?
That would be so boring.
Simon would never be able to run that field for sure.
No, nothing more than 80. That's his
I could
cap.
walk it. Me and Sancho could go for a
know.
nice
Maybe.
walk.
All right, Team Tim Flacco. Here
Tim
is your
Flacco.
question: Who has
8
more
to
receiving
8.
yards in 2020? Chase Claypool or Tyreek Hill?
Ooh.
This is kind of similar to Simon's point where I'm like, is he trying to trick me? Because Tyreek Hill, I mean, Chase Claypool has been all the talk the last couple weeks, getting a lot of catches, receiving yards. I
Not
don't know.
much
Do you have a-
early though. Like he
So
had that
many
one big
points.
game.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
Yeah.
He had
Yeah,
a lot of he had a few touchdowns, but like not many yards, and he had that one big game with like 100, but that was some rushing too.
Mhm.
Last week he did well, so it might have added to his total. I feel like Hill's been at least consistent, even if he hasn't been like over the top. It could be
Yeah,
close
I know.
though, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, no. I would lean Tyreek Hill here myself.
I agree. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine taking this.
Let's take the question. We're gonna go Tyreek Hill. Chase Claypool's been playing really well, but I don't know if he's done enough.
Okay. Chase Claypool has 335 yards
Should be
on
good.
the season.
Yeah, Tyreek
Receiving yards. Tyreek
Cool.
Hill has 384 yards.
Hey.
So, you got it right.
Let's go. Okay, nice. Good I like those questions. Those are good.
Boom.
All right, so that gives. Let me update the score here. So we got Simon.
You don't have to
Tim,
do that.
Simon, Tim, our hoes. Josh and Eric. Huh.
So in the chat, Miles is telling us that he has to start Gio Bernard over Josh Jacobs. I don't know if I would do that. I'm not sure. Even with Joe Mixon out. What do you guys think?
Wait. He's saying I have to start Gio
So
over
enforcing him?
Josh?
I'm guessing it. I'm not sure I would start Gio over Josh Jacobs, even with Joe Mixon out. Now, I guess the other factor being thrown into this is that the entire Raiders offensive line has COVID.
Yeah.
Isn't that?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Well, only one has COVID, but they were all not. The whole offensive line hasn't been practicing.
So they're all quarantining. They're like, if
Yeah.
the entire Raiders offensive line, starting offensive line, cannot play this weekend, does that change your answer on this?
Still Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, I mean, probably still Josh Jacobs.
They're not playing that game if the entire offensive line isn't playing because of COVID. I feel like they're not going to make the Raiders get guys off the street to play offensive linemen. I'm sure.
I mean, they got backup offensive linemen and some practice squad guys. That can
yeah,
fill
but
up.
they're all together. I'm sure. I don't know. I heard that they were practicing with no offensive line all week. So
Well, they like all violated protocol apparently. Like,
really?
did you read that article today?
No, I
There's
didn't.
some article about Trent Brown. Like, I guess the sensors they have to so they stay within proximity. Like, they were just kind of disregarding that. And like, think that was part of the issue. So you might be, yeah, you're probably right.
Really the man on the field.
His reasoning was he was saying the Bucks defense has stopped all running backs that played against them. The Bucks defense has been very good against the running back, but I always have a hard time benching guys that I drafted in the first round for someone off the waiver wire, especially when they have been producing well, like Josh Jacobs. Like there's certain guys I just don't take out of my lineup, even if the matchup's bad. Josh Jacobs is one of them. Now, if it was a guy like David Montgomery, I'll take David Montgomery out of my lineup for a bad matchup. I won't take Josh Jacobs, Ezekiel Elliott, Nick Chubb, Christian McCaffrey out of my lineup for a bad matchup. I just put them in there and hope for the best.
You draft
Now-
him that highly, you just gotta let him ride.
That doesn't mean that Jacobs is locked and loaded better than Gio this week. Gio could come out and have a better game, but just that's how I play. That's how I'm gonna run the team that I'm managing.
Yeah.
Carlos has a question. Should I take this?
Yes.
Yes, you should.
He posted a
I'm
trade.
thinking there's a trade in there too. If there's a picture, we can't see it. But
I received a trade.
oh, there we go. I missed the other comment. I received a trade. I would get Kupp, Godwin, AJ Brown, and Montgomery. I would give Julio, Mostert, and CEH.
Is this a redraft?
Cup,
What
Yeah, I'm
the
guessing.
hell?
Brown, David Montgomery.
So, Josh, you've got strong opinions. You want to throw it out there first?
Well, I mean, like it just seems like there's so much talent on the first side with Kupp, Godwin, AJ Brown, and David Montgomery. You know, David Montgomery, oh, man, Mostert's hurt. He's going to be out in a few weeks. Julio's great, but he's nowhere near Kupp, Godwin, and AJ. I mean, like, I'd rather have two of those receivers over Julio for sure, and like one of them is pretty close. I'm leaning the beginning half of this trade, the Kupp, Godwin, AJ Brown, and Montgomery side. Especially if you can withstand the running backs losing.
Yeah, if you have running backs, if you have other running backs.
I'm not even sure the other side has the best player. Like, I'm not even sure Julio's the best player in this trade.
Yeah.
Could be Godwin. I don't know.
Yeah,
I would definitely go the Godwin, AJ Brown, Montgomery, Kupp side for sure in this one. Anyone disagree? JL, you look like you're disagreeing up there.
I don't know. I could kind of see where this trade is coming from, but
Yeah.
with Mostert hurt, all of those wide receivers, unless your team is set up in a way where like you have a ton of wide receivers and not many running backs, I would
Like
pretty
if
much take this trade.
Yeah.
like if Julio's your wide receiver 4 right now,
Yeah,
then you probably don't need to take this. But
right.
Find an argument, but man, that's a lot of value.
yeah, that's
I like that.
Also,
I like
AJ
that
Brown
pick,
last
yeah.
2 weeks, like he's been,
And
that could be a
sit down,
He's
Corey
effective.
Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corey Davis, COVID Davis, Corey.
Then Miles
trying to
said,
think of
"When will Michael
Yeah,
Thomas be
pretty
back?"
close.
real quick?
And Michael
When will
Thomas,
Michael Thomas?
I don't
Just
know.
he re-injured himself.
Yeah.
So
just keep an eye on it. Maybe this week, but if he is, he's going to
I'm
be
guessing.
not
Has
100%.
Has not practiced.
Oh, he's not playing this week. I think they announced that today.
Okay.
Or
Did they
maybe they
announce
said
it?
he's very doubtful. Maybe.
Yeah.
It was one or the other, but I don't think he's playing this week.
I'd say probably next week, but you just got to monitor it.
Yeah, we don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, an injury on top of an injury sucks.
And an injury under an injury sucks too.
Yeah, either way.
On the side of an injury.
Yeah. Two
Or if you
injuries.
get
in
or if you
five
get a
the
fight
same
with your
body.
teammates while you have an injury.
Good
Right?
point.
That's it. That's it.
Okay. Are we ready for the next round? Tim and I
I'm
are
ready.
ready to even the score here.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
All right. It's your guys. It's Tim.
Yeah, it's our turn.
Your
They
turn.
just got the Chase Claypool, Tyreek Hill one correct.
Okay. Pull this one up. All right. So Tim Sexy, there are 2 tight ends with over 350 receiving yards. Who are they?
I have to imagine Waller's up there, right? I mean, he's been going.
He's definitely one of the ones I'm considering for sure. I feel like are we taking this before we give them all the answers?
May as well now. I mean, two
Yeah,
teams.
you
It's
know
kind
what?
of interesting to do this. I think we just got to take it.
Let's go for it. I maybe it's too obvious, but Kelsey has been unbelievable this year. I feel like he
Yeah.
has to be above 350 receiving yards. But maybe
Yeah,
that's a
that's
trap. Has he been touchdown heavy and that's why his fantasy production's so high, or is he
I mean, he got 2 scores. What was it 2 weeks ago?
I think Kelsey's got to be one of them. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong there. And then who else could it be? What other tight ends have been receiving yards heavy? Waller's up there.
I haven't heard much on Kittle.
He was out for a
imagine he
couple
has-
games. Yeah, he was
No,
out for a
no.
couple games. So
He's got to be out.
I don't
Would you
think
like
it's
to go to
Higbee. Higbee had a big game, but I don't think he's up there. Dalton Schultz was doing well, like receiving high volume, but Andy Dalton the past week and a half or 2 weeks.
Dennis
Could be
Pitta.
Waller.
I mean, those
Dennis
are the only two I
Pitta's one to consider. He's been doing really well this year.
Here you go.
LeBron James, but as a tight end.
It was a great
Uh,
tight end.
Yeah.
I think we just have to go with Waller and Kelsey.
Kelsey and Waller. Okay,
Yeah.
lock it in, Tim.
Locked in. Fingers crossed. I don't feel confident, but
All right. Well,
lock it in.
locked in. Well, Kelsey was one of them. He got He had
Ah.
470 receiving yards,
Jeez.
and Waller was also close, but not quite there. George Kittle was the next one at 380
George Kittle?
yards.
What?
Damn it.
That's wild. But he did a
That's
huge.
insane.
Good question. Good question, actually. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's not enough. Not enough.
Also,
Especially
great
for the
presentation. Great presentation.
You idiot.
moderator.
That's a
He
stinky.
was also not the answer.
Also, not the answer.
George Kittle, really, with missing 2 games, he's one of the only 2 tight ends above 350 receiving yards.
Yep.
That's awesome.
300.
That's
Tim-
nuts.
We got bamboozled.
I hate that. That's my least favorite word when it's happening to me. I love it when I do it to other people. But
It's not my
It
least
hurts.
favorite word to happen to me, but it's up there.
All right.
How
so
about
that-
HOR? How do you say that word? Because that's what you are.
I don't know, however you would pronounce it. And you guys are still a hut. We're setting it up for the comeback. Tim and I were always a
Yeah,
fan of
right.
the fourth
Yeah,
quarter anyway.
right.
Mhm.
We'll see. We'll see.
Might not even get to all my questions, man. All right. All right. This one is for Josh and Eric, Tim Flacco. How many distinct team relocations has there been since 1980?
This is so easy. You should definitely take it.
Is this even a question that we're gonna? I mean, we could probably get close, but I don't think we should.
Pass.
Are you joshing me right now?
Yeah. No, I just joshed you hard. I don't care, Eric, unless you have a different
No.
feeling.
I'm gonna pass, but I'm gonna take a guess after when they get it.
Okay,
wrong.
cool.
Okay, so
think
I
that-
know-
Hey,
think it over.
hey, can
I
we
know
get a
one.
ruling on that? Can we just make sure that he does not get to guess because he's a coward now?
Yeah, you don't get credit. You don't get credit.
No credit.
No credit for
I just want
talent.
that to be known.
So we've got the Browns. Oh, wait. Was that an official team relocation? Distinct team relocation.
Since 1980.
Was that 19? Okay, let's start with the new ones. Let's go
Las
backwards.
Vegas,
Las Vegas, San Diego,
Chargers.
Los Angeles, Rams.
Yeah.
They moved from St. Louis. So we know we have 3. Team relocations. I'm wondering if the Browns moving to Baltimore was a relocation or if it was a new team. I think it was a relocation and then the Browns were a new team. Like, I think they moved the franchise there. And then the Cleveland Browns are a new team that weren't the original Cleveland Browns. So I think that's 4. Then I'm sure we're missing 1 or 2. So I'm tempted to just say like 6. Let's think about it. So there
I mean,
was the
Houston-
Baltimore
Houston-
Colts.
What about the Texans?
Well, they were a new
So
team.
there's-
They didn't
there
move
was
there,
the-
but there was the Oilers.
Yeah, there was the Oilers. Oh God.
So maybe the Oilers moved somewhere.
And the Baltimore Colts. When did that happen?
You guys are
So
so
let's say
good.
This is a nightmare.
let's say 5 with the Oilers moving somewhere. I don't know where they moved and changed their name to. And then 6 with the Baltimore Colts moving to Indianapolis.
Was that before?
That might have
Who
been
wins-
before 1980.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
the
I'm
only
trying to
80s
think.
guy here, so I just have.
This is
So
a wrong question.
we know 3 for sure. I think 4. Do we want to say 4, 5, or 6? I think that's where we should go.
I have no idea. This is awful. Let's just do 6.
Okay.
feel spicy.
JL?
Yeah.
100%. There have been exactly 6 distinct team relocations since 1980.
6. Okay, let's go through these.
Okay.
All right, so we'll go reverse chronological here.
Yeah, start most recent.
So Oakland Raiders
Mhm.
moved to Las Vegas.
I remember that.
Okay.
I was alive.
San Diego Chargers moved to LA. St. Louis Rams moved to LA.
Whoa, St. Louis, huh?
What?
No.
Yeah, they moved from St. Louis.
Yeah. Never mind. I got mixed up with the other one.
And that was 2016. 1997, Houston Oilers moved to Memphis and became the Tennessee Oilers.
We got that one.
That's 4.
Good call on that, Tim.
Yeah, I was guessing.
1996, Cleveland Browns moved to Baltimore, became the Ravens. 1995, Los Angeles
yeah.
Rams moved to St. Louis.
Oh, there's another one.
1995,
No.
Los Angeles Raiders moved back to Oakland.
Yep.
1988, the St. Louis Cardinals moved to Phoenix.
What the fuck kind of question was this?
1984,
Sorry, excuse my
Baltimore
language.
Colts moved to Indianapolis, became the Colts. 1982, Oakland Raiders moved to Los Angeles. So that makes 10.
Do we get partial credit?
You get 0 credit.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
That's a
You know,
nonsense
that-
question. You ask them like, who has more yards?
No, that was
Facebook-
actually our
ask them.
question.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you gave it to them with the opportunity to pass it to us.
They were complaining about the same thing earlier. So what do you want from me?
That's nonsense. That's
No.
straight
No.
nonsense.
This
You're
is
not
from a
going to win
game-
here. You're not going to win here, Joe.
It's from a game last night, and they're complaining about 1 in a 99 chance.
That question
Well,
also
1 in
came
a
from Maria.
1,000 chance, actually.
Oh, true. You're right. I wasn't thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. You ready for this? This one is for Tim Sexy.
No. Yeah. No, it's for Tim Minshew. No, it's Tim Sexy.
Tim Sexy.
I don't know. I'm all flustered now after that
We're
question.
Tim Flacco. Come on, bro. Obviously.
Sweet. Almost.
All right. In what
Almost.
year did helmets become mandatory?
Pass.
Yeah, I guess I'll just.
All right.
Also,
So-
Maria.
Was this the Maria question? Because that's
Yeah,
what
this
is
is
official.
also Maria.
This is like pub night trivia where you're all sitting around and everyone's like, I have no clue. You want to just put like 1840? And then everyone has another
So,
beer.
Go tell him.
So,
Who's
Eric,
going to turn the paper in?
I feel like they've had to wear helmets for quite a while now, right?
So
Since
you guys
like
passing or playing?
We're passing.
well, they passed already.
Get it out of
so-
here.
So like since like the 20s, I want to say.
I'd say I was gonna say 30s or 40s. 40s is probably
Yeah.
too late.
Yeah.
I could see 30s being that threshold where like they started with some leather helmets in the 20s, but they weren't
Yeah.
really into it yet. I don't know. My heart says 1932, but it's probably wrong. Could be like 1928.
If you get this right, I will
I
never
like
believe that
1932.
you didn't cheat.
I actually took a sports,
Like,
I took
if
a
this
sports
is
history
correct-
class at Delaware, so maybe it's just hidden back there somewhere. My hands are up.
I will never believe that.
This is a 1 in 1,000, 1 in 2,000.
Yeah.
We could
How about
say
like
33 AD. Like
How about
Yeah, but
1930?
that would be
Right in
stupid.
between the two dates you saw the years.
say that
Like
1930.
1930? I don't know. I'm just like throwing out something.
Yeah, I mean we're not going to get this, and if we do, they're not going to believe us. So
all right.
let's go. For
So what do you want to go with?
19.
whatever you want
1930 is good. Let's see
All right,
law of
perfect.
averages.
Let's do it.
I saw
1930.
I saw a glint in Jail's eye. Maybe we got. it.
Well, the year that helmets
No
became
way.
mandatory in the NFL
Oh, we got those.
is 1943.
Ah,
Ooh, oh my
a little bit
god.
later than I would have expected, honestly. Yeah.
That's-
Bird up. It's Friday.
Bird up.
all right,
All
now the questions are even. I feel vindicated. The question like
That one, oh yeah. Now, Jail. Now I'll stop bitching because that question went equally ridiculous to our question, if not more. So we're
Yeah.
we're good.
We
Thank
got this.
The weird thing is that's exactly what I was gonna guess. So we would have been
Really?
good either way.
Did you write it
Yeah,
down?
I actually have the exact date too, but I won't even bother telling you since you know that already.
Yeah. All right. So this one is we got Tim and Simon. You guys are whores, and Josh and Eric, you guys are hoes. Just
Yes,
hope.
we are.
Just one single hope.
Just one hoe.
You guys are a hoe.
So,
Together, we are one.
yeah. Simon and Tim, you guys are holding on for dear life here. All right.
It depends on how you spell horse. In my mind, it's got a lot of E's.
Fours. All right.
Did you ever used to do that when you were playing as a kid? You're like, no, we're playing horses.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry,
so
go ahead.
this one, let's see. I gave this assignment to Tim. You guys passed. So this one is for Josh and Eric, Tim Flacco.
That is
Come on.
correct.
This better not be some poopy doopy 50-50 question to end the game.
Don't try to influence the judge. All right.
He's already got the questions written up.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you ready?
No, I'm always ready, Joe.
All right. There are 6 wide receivers with 6 or more total touchdowns on the season. Name 3 of them.
Any
Is that
kind
up
of
to your standard, Simon?
You want to take
No.
this one?
The big
Let's
baby.
take this one,
is it
Eric.
any kind of touchdowns?
Total touchdowns.
It says total
Receiving
touchdowns.
rushing.
Yeah, I think we can take this.
Yeah.
Claypool number 1. Let's just put it out there. He's got at least 6. Right? He had 4 in one game.
I think so, but I'm not 100% sure actually.
He had a couple touchdowns before that, and he definitely had a touchdown last week.
Yeah, yeah.
It's right there.
So let's leave him in there.
Ridley?
You know, I want to say DK Metcalf probably does,
Okay.
but I'm not sure.
It could be.
Okay.
Um,
Let's see. Total touchdowns.
so I know Ridley's leading wide receivers fantasy points. I don't know if that means he has 6 touchdowns though.
No, I think he probably does. I like Ridley in there.
Oh, he's been-
DeAndre Hopkins, how is he doing touchdown wise?
Well, JL probably knows. Simon probably knows, but we can't ask them. So
Hey,
Yeah.
Tim too.
Tim probably knows too. Yeah. So
You got the whole crowd.
everyone except us, honestly.
We
How
actually
confident
know.
are you on Claypool? You very
That's the most confident I am,
okay. Cool.
but I'm not confident in the others.
I'm just
but
like
it
going
makes sense.
through everyone. I know Adam Thielen has
Thielen.
been doing well, but that might be on the back of more just catches.
Wait, so JL, really quickly, is just like a 3-guess situation, or is it?
Yeah, they have to name all 3.
Yeah, we're just brainstorming right now.
So they have to successfully get through. They name 3, and all 3 of them have to be right.
Or yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Wrong. Yeah. I'm guessing they're taking this because they're talking through it.
Yeah, we already said we're taking it.
So I don't know. What do you think? So I mean, honestly, Claypool, DK Metcalf, and Ridley feel good to me. DeAndre Hopkins is probably in there though.
Joe, you should make him name 4.
I've already asked them to name 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm only honestly really confident on Claypool. So Hopkins seems like he
how
could
about
be.
Diggs?
TikTok.
Yeah.
Touchdowns? We give him a- Okay, let's just go with it. Claypool, Metcalf, and Ridley. How about do you feel good about that?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's do it. Locked in.
So Claypool, Metcalf, and Ridley.
Mhm.
All right, so the 6, I'll just name from the top. Adam Thielen has 7 receiving touchdowns. Mike Evans has 6.
Oh.
Calvin Ridley has 5.
Oh,
We didn't get it.
Tyreek Hill has 5. DK Metcalf has 5. And Chase Claypool has 6. So you guys got it. That's 3.
Oh.
Wait,
nah.
Joe, your question. Wait, time out. Your question says there are 6 wide receivers with 6 or more total touchdowns on the season.
Yeah, you just said a few with 5 there.
It happens.
That was supposed to be 5.
I think we should throw the question out. It doesn't count. That was a flawed question. That's nonsense. The
Nah.
question was wrong. You-
This is what
Listen,
you
we were
get
naming
for
wide
coming up with
receivers
random
with
questions.
most
Put it in the
touchdowns.
chat.
With the most touchdowns, you know?
The question was. This is some malarkey going on in
Fine,
here. You're
we'll throw
just
that one
changing
out. We'll throw
changing
that
the
one
rules
out.
mid game.
It was a
it's not, like we were,
typo.
it's not like we were scanning through our heads and going, "Oh, that guy's 5." Nah,
yeah.
You were. I know that's how Josh's brain works.
It
No,
was
that's
the
true.
typo. They got it right anyway, but we'll throw it out. It's fine.
All right, now give us a 50-50 question.
All right, you're getting a similar one. There are 6 running backs with 100 or more rushing attempts on the season. Name 3 of them,
Are
We
you
got
sure it's 6?
And you
Are
get
you
to-
sure it's 100?
and-
We definitely got this.
and you get to choose whether you pass or play again. Since Simon is a whiny baby.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So
taking it?
I'm 100% sure. Yeah, we're taking this. Zeke is definitely in there. I'm not 100% sure, but Zeke's got to be in there, right? Have they missed any games, the Cowboys? I don't think so. And then Clyde Edwards-Helaire's been getting a lot of carries. I would assume he's probably in there as well.
So the Titans missed a game, but do you think Henry could be there?
I think he probably is. I really do. Dalvin Cook could be around there, even though he missed a game now.
What about Jordan Howard?
So I'm thinking about Alvin Kamara, but he might not be there.
I think we had a question last week where he wasn't.
Aaron Jones.
Jones is probably up there. Yeah.
Well, they missed a game.
Packers.
Mm-hmm. So
Missed the game is a funny way to say bye.
yeah. They've played one game less. So I'm very confident in Zeke. Pretty confident in Aaron Jones and Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Derrick Henry, really. I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire's got to be in there, I feel like.
If you name all 6, we'll take our shirts off too.
So I could go
I'd
with
rather
Zeke
them
and,
not take their shirts off, so let's try to just name 3.
If you name all 6, we'll leave our shirts on.
Oh, yeah. Now maybe we can go for all 6.
I'd say Zeke and Jones. I'd probably prefer Henry next, but they did have that bye, so the COVID bye. So if you're pretty confident on Clyde Edwards, then
Todd Gurley is probably in there too. But yeah, I'm pretty confident on Edwards, but I guess Henry's got to be in there too. I mean,
well, they play 5 games, right?
Yeah, you're right. He's in there. He's got to be in there. 20 carries a game.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, let's go Zeke, Aaron Jones, Henry.
Final answer?
Yes.
Can we phone a friend?
Wrong.
It's the second time I've used that joke, but the first time.
Unless your friend is Josh, you cannot phone a friend.
50-50.
You can call me anytime.
All right.
Can you take away half of the options?
I only wrote down one of the names that you guys ended up saying whenever I was like brainstorming names, and I could just be way off.
I'll go from.
Man, I was
Wait,
blanking a little bit.
You said Aaron Jones, right?
Zeke.
Zeke
And Henry. Derrick Henry.
Zeke and Henry. So Jones, Zeke, and Henry. Just make sure I don't forget that, since I'm obviously forgetful. All right, I'll go from most attempts to least attempts here. Derrick Henry has 123 attempts.
There we go, buddy.
Joe Mixon has 119.
Oh, Joe, I did not even think about him.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire has 107.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Jacobs has 106.
Oh, no.
Kenyon Drake has 105.
Screwed.
And Zeke has 101.
Wow.
No Aaron Jones, unfortunately.
No Aaron Jones.
You're tossing up Jones. It's like he's not getting a lot.
He has
I had Drake
75.
and Zeke. I had Drake and Zeke, but I didn't have the others. I would have said Robinson. I thought he was getting lots of work.
Robinson has 85.
He's been getting
Okay.
a lot more.
Todd
catches.
Gurley has 99, so he would not have counted, but very close.
Oh, that would have been sweet.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. If that was just
We went 1-1 the last 2 questions. It kind of feels like we should get a tiebreaker.
Nah, it feels like you should get a letter.
It feels like you guys are already horses and you just can't handle it, but
The Blue Crew has a question for us. PPR trade feedback. Trade away Watson and Melvin Gordon in return for Lamar Jackson and Gaskin. I prefer the Lamar Jackson and Gaskin side.
me too.
I think I might even prefer Gordon's banged up. Yeah, I don't think there's much difference between Gaskin and Gordon. And I would rather have Lamar Jackson than Deshaun Watson, I think. Even though it's been
Does that
slightly.
hurt to say that?
Yeah, it really hurts to say that as a Clemson guy. But on my fantasy team,
You and the Heisman committee.
I completely agree.
no,
with you.
Deshaun deserved that Heisman, but
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson deserves a spot in my fantasy lineup.
I think getting rid of Gordon is smart considering the DUI that's hanging over his head. So if you can get rid of him now,
And Lindsey's
I think
back
they did
and
say that
healthy.
they're not going to. There's not going to be any discipline for that. So I think he's.
well, the
he's fine.
team
Well, the
said that.
Broncos won't, yeah.
The team said that,
Yeah.
but you don't. I mean, unless it's like his third offense, he won't go to jail. He'll just pay like 10 grand or whatever it is.
Well, the NFL absolutely could still
The
suspend,
NFL,
but
Yeah.
it won't happen this year. I guarantee. I don't
Yeah,
guarantee
probably
it,
not.
but it probably wouldn't.
yeah, that is a tough one. All
That's
right.
it's a close trade. I lean Simon's side
It's-
to Lamar
it's
Jackson.
definitely
Jackson.
close.
Okay,
All right.
JL, what's our question? What year was the first football with laces used in a professional game?
If you know the answer to that, sure.
I don't.
All right. So since 2010, there have been 3 non-quarterback first overall draft picks. Name 2 of them.
Myles Garrett, Jadeveon Clowney.
Okay.
Lock it in.
Locked in.
Yeah. Wait.
What am I waiting,
Wait.
Josh?
No. You're good.
Tim, do you agree before that's fully locked in?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the third, but I mean, I know Myles Garrett. I know what's his face, Clowney.
Clowney.
Wasn't there like an offensive tackle? It doesn't matter. Those two are fine.
I don't remember who the third
Right.
one was.
Yeah.
Well, in 2013, Eric Fisher, tackle, was taken by
Oh,
the
yeah.
Chiefs. Jadeveon Clowney in 2014, and Myles Garrett in 2017. So you guys got it.
Mm.
That was harder than I guess I thought.
You mean easier?
Easier than I thought. That was way harder than I thought.
I was
I think-
ecstatic to I wanted to watch
It didn't say 3, Jay.
Perfect.
You got to do numbers today. It didn't say name 3 of them.
It said name 2 of them.
You sure?
I am sure.
The,
A little bit harder, I thought.
I had a personal connection to 2 of them. I knew Myles Garrett because
Yeah.
the Browns took him, and then as a Clemson fan, I was
I
intimately
wanted him
familiar
gone.
with what Clowney did to us every single time we played.
And can we just remember that that Michigan hit? That was
Oh
like
my
one
God.
of the most beautiful hits I've ever seen in my life.
Where the helmet flies like 20 yards behind the
and
Michigan
he
player.
just
What was
grabs
that?
the ball. It's like,
In the Outback Bowl?
terrifying.
Outback Bowl. All right. I have one, but I'm not. What? Why? Why?
Thanks for the input.
That's good information.
When a man loves a woman.
Okay. Let's see. Where's my other?
Oh yeah, Simon. I don't know if you want to.
Cheers. Pacifico.
I'm
That's
The
like,
perfect beer for
do
celebration.
these guys actually like think they like are doing well because they lost, right? I mean, like that they kind of got it on a technicality here, and this game's over.
Sounds like a sore loser.
They've been drinking.
Let's
so they're
go.
forgetting-
This
they're
is
forgetting
the
rules.
final
A
question.
sore
and it comes-
loser is someone that loses and can't handle it.
I only see one person complaining right now.
Right? Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Jimmy G or Joe Burrow? I'm going Joe Burrow
It's
probably.
Beaker season,
Yeah.
but Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I guess it depends.
Burrow, either way, doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Yeah, the 49ers are playing the Patriots. Give me Burrow this week. Give me Burrow rest of the season.
Yeah, there's a good cheesesteak place in Philly called Jimmy G's. You could go there.
And start Burrow. So you're
Yeah.
starting
Definitely
lineup
start
there.
Burrow.
What's their
Okay.
last question, John Luke?
This one is for Tim Flacco, right?
It is for Tim Flacco.
All right.
For the game.
Trying to decide which of my questions I want to ask.
Oh gosh, she's deciding. This is.
He's
up in order, unbiased.
If he asks a wildly difficult one, all that's going to do is
That's
make you
true.
guys
Yeah,
push it
you're
to
right.
us.
That's true.
Like
He's gotta
you
be-
guys are in the driver's
find that
seat right
balance.
here.
All right.
Make sure and drink 10 cups of water for every one beer you guys drink. Thanks, Rolfie.
It's true.
Smart.
That's too much water, bro.
That's a lot
We're
of
gonna get, we're gonna get
That's a
water
whole lot of
poisoning.
water.
And
All
then
right.
It's almost water.
Claypool or Crowder. One more before we jump in for this week.
Rest of the season or this week?
Let's just assume this week.
Clay.
I lost my Claypool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Crowder's a little banged
Claypool
up
as well.
too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Let's end this
definitely
game.
Definitely Claypool. All right. How many sacks does Aaron Donald have so far this year? And you think it could be within 0.5 margin.
what the?
Wait, is it? So, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I have no clue. So.
Yeah, pass.
Simon,
Okay,
he's
so-
on your team.
Yeah, he is on.
victimized me.
He keeps my team alive in our like
So you should
janky
know.
IDP league. We have a very janky IDP league that any IDP truthers would like cringe at because you don't start enough defensive players for it to like matter. So most people roster one of each.
Did Eric like transport to a Polaroid? What happened?
Yeah, I don't know what
I think
happened.
He's just fading into the past.
Oh no! We told you not to mess with time travel.
Oh, that's
I'll
better.
give you another option too. You can pass back, and I have to hit a putt, but I get 2 putts to make for the win.
Ooh.
Just wanna see it.
Make it-
I just want to see that. Happen.
Okay, and then I'll pass it, but you can pass it back to me again. And if I can chug a beer in less than 5 seconds, we get the win, and I get 2 attempts.
How about we just finish?
Beers.
How about we
Okay.
You have
finish?
to- but
Let's
you
finish
have
this
to drink
question,
10
and then we'll
cups of
talk
water
about.
in between each beer.
Let's finish this question, then we'll talk about the bonus round.
Okay, Tim, do you have any idea what a
So-
good number of sacks is?
In a game, I can.
10 in a game.
I mean, you can never go wrong with 2 sacks at one point. But I know in the game that he beat me, I remember being super salty about it and staring at it and seething. And I think he only had like 1.5 sacks and a forced fumble. So that's a pretty decent game. So
So
I think like 6.5 would be my guess. Or it's 6.5 to 8 because I think 8 might be the sack leader, but I don't think he's the sack leader.
you want to say 6.5? I'm following your logic and I like it. Has he had on average more than a sack a game?
I don't.
He's on your
That's
team.
where it gets tough. That's where
He's
it
on
gets
your
tough.
team.
If anyone
They
knew the
haven't
answer, it would have been answered.
They haven't had a bye yet, have they?
No.
No. So they've played.
Okay. Do you want to go 6 or do you want to go 6.5?
Now that you got me questioning it, I guess 6.
Oh, but I feel like now if it's 7, I'm gonna be so upset. Shock
Okay,
on the
then
water.
6.5. Fine.
6.5. You know what? I'm gonna be a lot more upset if we switch it from 6.5 and
Yeah.
miss it because of it. 6.5. Final answer.
All right, final answer. Aaron Donald has 7.5 sacks
Oh,
on this team.
gosh, we were so close.
Josh and Eric, Tim Flacco wins.
As it, the universe corrects itself.
Number is correct.
Josh, you got
probably
any more-
shouldn't shout, but
You got any
I'm
more
happy.
complaining to do?
No, we won just like it should be, so nothing to complain about. The world is
Damn.
as it should be. You know, I feel good.
Tim, we were real close on that. That's
Yeah, I feel pretty decent about that. That's not a horrible guess.
No,
That's a
honestly,
bummer.
that was a good guess.
you know, Eric and Josh look like they needed this win a little bit more too.
We did.
So.
My first win on the show.
That's your first win. Congrats.
Is it really?
This is a big moment. I'm gonna go sink a putt to celebrate.
He
Well,
just
he
wanted to
did.
think of
He
putt.
just really wanted to sink a putt on live stream.
Oh, are you a
This
lefty?
was
Or
his whole plan.
is everything just
Wait,
backwards?
wait. Hold on, Eric.
Everything's
Hold on.
backwards.
We're
Okay.
gonna put you on the big screen here.
That's me. That's me.
That's not
the
what we
wrong
want to
person.
see.
How do we put him on?
Oh, he missed anyway.
No, it wasn't on the screen.
Here
Oh,
we go.
there it is.
Here we go.
Oh, that's pretty.
Take away the question.
Just breathe.
I can't. I'm full
Yeah.
screen.
Eye on the ball. You got this.
See it go in the hole.
I believe in you. Justin Flacco.
Oh, he did it!
Man, super impressive. Super impressive.
What a day.
Wait, I got
Ladies,
another-
all
another
ladies
question.
watching the stream, you can find him on Twitter at the Eric Souter.
I am married though, so my wife won't be happy about that.
I'm just talking if you want to like creep his pictures a little bit, you know, watch him sink a couple more putts.
He's very tall.
Follow me on my path to the
Just
PGA.
lowered.
All right, I got a bonus
Yo.
question for you. For this one's for Simon and Tim. In standard leagues, there are 2 tight ends in the top 12 with the same first name. Who are they?
Travis Kelce and Travis Schultz. Just kidding. With the same first name. Hunter Robert. Are there 2 Roberts in the top 12? Is there another Tyler in the top?
Tyler Higbee, right?
Yeah, there's Tyler
Sorry,
Higbee. Is there
Higbee, yeah.
another one? I don't think there's another. Robert
Rob
Tonyan.
Rob Gronkowski and Robert
Oh,
Tonyan.
is that it? Rob Gronkowski and Robert Tonyan.
Are you is that your
Tunyon.
final answer?
Yeah, thanks, Josh.
Tunion's got like a million touchdowns, so yeah.
Who cares?
I was zoned in on Robert Tunyon.
Nope.
Rob Gronkowski's not in the
Oh,
top
he's
12,
not
is he?
that good, yeah.
Yeah, Rob Gronkowski is not in the top 12. It's Darren Waller and Darren Fells.
Oh, that was a good question. Rolfie
Yeah.
said his dad drinks beer.
Nice.
My dad does
Hi.
too.
Kev, no OnlyFans. We'll give those links out at the end of the show. We had
Some
another
guys-
question in here. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
Very
late.
similar
I was
question.
getting my ears lowered. Quick question.
My uncle used to always say, "Get my ears lowered." Now what?
What does it
That's-
mean? I thought
getting your
I-
hair
cut,
right? I think it means getting your hair cut, right?
it does.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. By the way, Sean,
That'd be
Simon
terrifying
and I
if
listened
that
to
actually
Humphreys
worked.
McGee, and their first song sounded a whole lot like Fleetwood Mac. But
Yeah, give us some
good band.
specific Humphreys McGee suggestions
Yeah.
because their number one song on Spotify was the like Fleetwood Mac. I don't want to say cover. I don't know what it was.
I don't
Maybe it
think
is
was
a cover.
I don't know.
It was reimagined for sure.
So he is also, along with Miles, thinking of starting Gio over Josh Jacobs. So you missed it earlier. We did. Someone else asked this exact same question, and I believe the consensus was Josh Jacobs. You got to start, even though it's not. It looks a little scary here, but choose whichever strategy you feel is best here. I think all of us said you drafted Josh Jacobs to start him, so I would start him. But
I totally understand making the move to start Gio over Josh Jacobs. Like, I get it. But how I play is like, I would be so much more mad if Josh Jacobs blew up on my bench and Gio was in my starting lineup than I would be if Gio blew up on my bench and Josh Jacobs was in my starting lineup. Like, I would feel so much dumber benching Josh Jacobs and having him go off than I would benching Gio. And now that may not be the best fantasy advice, but like, that's how I manage those teams is like, I still feel like there's a better probability Josh Jacobs has a better week. And so I'm going to take that higher probability start so that I'm not just shooting fish in
I
a
agree with
barrel.
that strategy though. Like I look at rankings sometimes as a way of justifying that. Like, okay, at least I won't feel like as much of an idiot. You know,
Yeah.
it's not a terrible fantasy strategy, Simon.
Thank you. It's led me to 3-3 in both my dynasty leagues, so it's working out so far. Sean says, look up Wappy Sprayberry and Triple Wide, Women Wine and Song, Party Peeps, Ringo, and Utopian Fur.
okay, all right, we'll check it out.
I'm going to screenshot.
I don't know any of those players.
Who would you start, Wappy Sprayberry or Triple Wide?
It's Ringo for me.
Utopian Fur, you got to bench. He's borderline droppable at this time. I think he's about to start hibernating. I don't know why Fur made me think of a bear. I'll get it. On that note, do you guys have anything else you wanna pitch, throw out before we do our Friday sign off for the weekend?
What are you guys
So
excited about this weekend?
Which
Football, anything,
Oh, just anything in life.
any game.
The Browns
I'm
Bengals
just-
game.
Hey guys,
Browns should get another
I
win.
got to get out of here, but I hope you guys end the stream fantastically. And remember, trading makes fantasy fun.
Adios, Josh.
See
See
you,
you guys.
Josh. Lame. I'm excited for the Giants Eagles game. I'm excited to see how far Daniel Jones can run before falling.
Yeah, this live stream was actually pre-recorded 2 days ago.
I feel like he'll run for 80 yards in a single play.
Exactly.
That's a bold pick.
Well, Eric, congrats on the win. We'll see if
Well
you can. We'll see if you can defend that title next week.
I took it to the house, unlike Daniel Jones.
Unlike Daniel, unlike
Daniel
Daniel
Jones.
Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Hey, Josh, that's just Josh. So I was taking some of his mojo.
Well, the Daniel Jones truther down there is at the Eric Souter on Twitter. You can find him. You can find John Luke at FYF John Luke, Tim at the right Tim, or in real life. And you can find me on Twitter at FYF Simon. Tim, that point was impressive. I always point the wrong way on this app.
I've learned it's taken me like 5 times, but I got it now.
Oh, that really freaked me out that I was behind the microphone. I was like, why did my fingers get cut off? You can find us on Twitter at FrontYardFYF, and you can find us on YouTube and Twitch at Front Yard Fantasy. Follow, subscribe. I don't know what that was the last thing I wanted you guys to do. So thank you.
Today we're brought to you by Maria B. Subscribe.
Thank you, Maria.
We will see you guys on Monday. Have a good one.
Peace.
Trading makes